Alhamdulillah, at least the Minister of Education has said the right things. I agree totally what she's saying.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera dan salam Malaysia Madani. Kementerian Pendidikan Malaysia mengambil perhatian berkaitan kebimbangan masyarakat berkaitan penularan sebuah video yang memaparkan unsur keganasan yang sedang berlegar menerusi laman media sosial. Penganjuran program ini adalah di luar tempoh waktu pelaksanaan Minggu Solidariti Palestin dan sama sekali tidak mengikut panduan yang telah ditetapkan oleh pihak Kementerian Pendidikan Malaysia. Kementerian Pendidikan Malaysia menggalakkan penganjuran Minggu Solidariti Palestin ini di semua institusi pendidikan di bawah kelolaan Kementerian Pendidikan Malaysia yang sepatutnya dijadualkan berlangsung bermula pada 29 Oktober hingga 3 November 2023. Ingin saya tegaskan bahawa tujuan Minggu Solidariti ini adalah untuk mendidik murid nilai-nilai manusiawi yang turut merangkumi hak asasi kemanusiaan, keamanan, keharmonian dan kedamaian sejagat. Justru Kementerian Pendidikan Malaysia tidak berkompromi dengan sebarang aktiviti berbentuk ekstremism, radikalism dan keganasan, apatah lagi dengan penggunaan replika senjata, ikon dan simbol yang mengandungi elemen provokasi serta konfrontasi yang tidak dibenarkan sama sekali. Program yang memaparkan radikalism, unsur-unsur keganasan ini sememangnya telah melanggar garis panduan penganjuran yang telah ditetapkan oleh Kementerian Pendidikan Malaysia. Kementerian Pendidikan Malaysia menggalakkan penganjuran aktiviti-aktiviti yang mendukung isu kemanusiaan ini seperti pertandingan ataupun sayembara puisi, pertandingan melukis poster tema kedamaian di sepanjang pelaksanaan program ini, sembahyang hajat untuk mereka yang beragama Islam dan munajat doa dan serta kutipan sumbangan kepada rakyat Palestin turut digalakkan. Semua institusi di bawah Kementerian Pendidikan Malaysia diminta untuk sentiasa mengikuti panduan yang telah ditetapkan. Ingin saya tegaskan bahawa Minggu Solidariti Palestin dan Kementerian Pendidikan Malaysia khususnya sentiasa menekankan nilai-nilai murni, nilai keamanan sejagat, keharmonian, kasih sayang dan saling hormat menghormati. Kita tidak akan kompromi dengan sebarang unsur keganasan, radikalisme, apatah lagi dalam teras pendidikan utama dalam pendidikan. Sekian, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Terima kasih.
I support totally what she's saying, but as the saying goes, talk is cheap. So therefore, I want to hold her to the fact that she said kita tidak akan berkompromi atas pelanggaran dasar-dasar pendidikan, Kementerian Pendidikan, pelajaran on this matter of radicalism ataupun berunsur ganas.
Program yang memaparkan radikalisme, unsur-unsur keganasan ini sememangnya telah melanggar garis panduan penganjuran yang telah ditetapkan oleh Kementerian Pendidikan Malaysia.
So therefore, she said whatever said, but it can still happen. Kat mana-mana pun, any state, Kedah ke Kelantan ke Terengganu ke even kat Malaysia pun, there will be extremism exists in everyone. Orang marah, especially Muslim, marah pasal apa yang berlaku kat Middle East. So therefore, this senjata thing apa semua tu can still happen. The props are still there. So when that happens, there will be some more videos that comes out. And when keluar, apa Menteri Pelajaran akan buat? Apa PMX akan buat? What will happen? You dah kata takkan berkompromi. So what? Another video, another cakap-cakap, ataupun action will be taken. Remember, when these things happen, when benda-benda ni, keganasan semua di promoted tu budak-budak, damage is done, it is a permanent damage. It will take a long time to detoxify budak-budak tu, to rehabilitate, to counsel them, to make them embrace peace again, to embrace oneness and respect. That violence kalau ditanam dalam budak-budak since kecil, at a young impressional mind, it does a permanent punya matter. The hatred towards Israeli flag, bakar flag, that is provocation. Do that. And you tengok apa jadi pada Minister Education, government kena fikir juga. They are also students overseas. They are also students in Europe, in US, macam mana, how are they going to be treated there? Kalau kat sana mereka start bakar Malaysian flag ataupun mereka start herdik atau pukul orang sana atau bunuh orang kita because of the hatred that we show here. This is scary. Okay, clear lah whatever the minister kata. Okay, agree. Tak boleh marah dia. Betul dia kata. Good, you kata, and is supposed to start 29th. Pantau. I dah kata dah in my earlier voice note, pantau please. You pantau, you make sure. You bagi amaran, you bagi peringatan pada sekolah-sekolah. Jangan lepas ni dah buat, oops, kan dah kata dah. Kenapa buat juga? Sekarang ni tak boleh. Dah, jangan buat lagi dah. Damage is done. You make sure damage tak berlaku. You pantau. Because you know the tendency is that this will happen. And we don't want this to happen. We don't want this to be captured on video, to be depicted, Malaysia to be an extremist country. Sampai kat sekolah pun kita mendidik, youngling Talibans. This is not acceptable. This is not what we want to do. Kita nak berjihad for Palestine. Jihad cara betul. Jihad dengan Quran. Jadi exemplary Muslim. Unite the Muslim punya ummah, unite people who are not even Muslims, be objective, be fair, call a spade a spade. All civilians' lives matter, bukan hanya Muslim civilian lives saja, Jewish civilian lives pun. Call a spade, defend what is right. Then we gain respect from people, from the international world. Then we wield the power of influence over people. This is how kita menguatkan ummah. Kita unite Muslims, kita unite the ummah, and because of that we can exert pressure to Europe, to US. And that is how kita boleh bela nasib-nasib brethren kita kat Palestin. Bukan dengan venting, marah, gempar-gemporkan semangat rakyat. Ya, kau rakyat semangat, marah, nak do something. Ya, but rakyat to do what? What is the role of the rakyat? What has PMX bagi tahu kita semua? What can we all do? Tak boleh. Kau takat derma saja, come up with duit saja, yang kita bagi benda tu akan habis. Berapa banyak duit tu akan sampai kat Palestin pun. Kalau sampai pun okey, bagi makan, bagi siap, kena bom, mati juga. So to be, at the end of the day, kita bagi duit pun, it will just relieve sekejap saja. Dia bagi relieve saja. It doesn't really solve anything in Palestine. It doesn't. So at least kalau you betul-betul nak fight for Palestine, give a role pada semua yang bersimpati pada Palestine. Apa kita boleh buat? What kita boleh menerapkan nilai-nilai dalam kita dan anak-anak kita? How we can become better, become more formidable as a country, more the catalyst to unity of the nations that will defend a nation yang kena oppress and atrocity inflicted upon them every day, and a nation that's about to be wiped out by keganasan Zionis. What can we do? Bukan takat merepek saja, mengamuk saja, jadi gila without brains. We prevail if we use brains. We prevail if we achieve unity. We prevail if we have alliances. We prevail if we are revered and respected by the world. Then we are able to make changes to other people's life. Takkan yang tu pun PM tak understand. So this is what it is. You bagi the rakyat Malaysia sense of purpose. Kalau you betul-betul nak support Palestine, tell us what we can do, how we can support. And MOE, coming back to MOE punya ni, good dah you have make that stand, follow through that stand. Talk is cheap. Kalau you cakap saja, benda ni berlaku and you don't act, this will boomerang and kena balik kat tengah-tengah antara your two eyes, atas batang hidung. You don't want that to happen. I dah kata sekarang dah, I hope you do the needful. Alhamdulillah, at least the government appears that they are serious and they hear orang punya kemarahan about all this radicalism of the students. Assalamualaikum. I support the government kalau government nak buat benda betul.
A listener note. This episode contains adult content and language. This may not be suitable for all listeners.
Whilst our education minister has said all the right things, she doesn't go far enough. Okay, she has not said anything about investigating the incident that's depicted in the video, what measures be taken against the school, whether the teachers have been identified, whether they'll be sacked. And I tell you, if you don't sack them, you will be sacked. Okay, this is what the Rakyat is demanding. You know, you are trained in law. You got 2 undergraduate law degrees in law and Sharia law from UIA. You've got a master from UKM, and you specialize in family law and child welfare. You've got 6 children, okay? I'm not saying you're a baby factory, but you don't understand what it does to your children's minds when they see things like this. The Rakyat are rightfully angry. Do you understand or not? I mean, I really need to screw your head on right, woman. Okay? Now, if you got the position of being education minister solely by virtue of your late father, Sidek Fazil, who was the former president of the Islamic Youth Association of Malaysia, ABIM, and only that and not on your competency, I really think Anwar Ibrahim did the wrong decision, okay? So can you please up your game, do what is expected of you, show some competency in doing your work, and then you will earn some respect from me. Otherwise, I got no respect for you, woman.
The only thing that stops me from being as hard on her is because she clarified. Minggu Solidarity Palestine actually begins next week. So therefore, number one, first things first, divorce whatever happened with the Minggu Solidarity Palestine. This is not caused by them. That's number one. Number two, granted, agreed, even tak ada Minggu Solidarity Palestine pun, benda tu tak betul lah, tak patut buat. Benda tu berlaku even if there was not going to be Minggu Solidarity Palestine, sekolah-sekolah tu pergi buat juga benda tu. Even then, they still did it. So benda tu salah ke apakah? My next question is there already panduan Menteri Pelajaran that benda ni tak boleh dibuat sebelum ni?
Yang memaparkan unsur keganasan yang sedang berlegar menerusi laman media sosial. Penganjuran program sama sekali tidak mengikut panduan yang telah ditetapkan oleh pihak Kementerian Pendidikan Malaysia. Dan sama sekali tidak mengikut panduan yang telah ditetapkan oleh pihak Kementerian Pendidikan Malaysia. Program yang memaparkan radikalisme, unsur-unsur keganasan ini sememangnya telah melanggar garis panduan penganjuran yang telah ditetapkan oleh Kementerian Pendidikan Malaysia.
Jangan consider Minggu Solidarity Palestine. Assume benda tu tak ada. Was there a rule for that not to be done? Kalau tak sebut lagi, now is the time, and therefore tak boleh dah nak pukul Menteri Pelajaran sekarang. Now they should do. So what you're saying, agree, do now. Put the law in place, put the rule in place, tak boleh buat, and promise a very grave consequence, and you'll be sacked if you were to do that. That's that. Now, thirdly, katakan dah ada that rule, dah flout. Apa rule tu kata? Kalau flout, apa jadi? Kalau dah flout, apa jadi? Dah benda tu berlaku, you identify which school, then kena sack, then I totally agree with what you say lah. Kena buat lah. So, question is now, the rule is it already established or not the rule? And is there a consequences if you flout that, teachers flout that, schools flout that, serious disciplinary action will be taken against them? Ataupun belum ada rules lagi? Kalau belum ada rules lagi, then that's got to be done. This is what we should expect the Menteri Pelajaran to do. Kalau dia competent, kalau dia true to her words, this is what she should do. Either institute the relevant rules ataupun enforce the relevant rules and take the necessary action. Either one or two saja.
If you want to see more content like this, make sure to like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell notification so you don't miss any new videos.